Alright, what's going on, guys? So in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to get geared in 10 minutes or less, depending upon how quick you are at looting and what it is you actually loot along the way. So on screen here you're going to be seeing a map with 3 of my different loot runs, and I've already highlighted one in a video. If you guys want to go check that out, it's in a card right here on screen, and if you don't, it's fine. This video is going to be going over this very quickly, so the very bottom line, the really small line that you see, is exactly where we're going to be going along in this loot run. So we're going to be starting off in Electro. If you guys don't know how to find Electro, a really good rule of thumb that I use for finding the town is anywhere you spawn, if it's not already Electro, put the water on your left shoulder and continue down the coast until you come to Electro, because all the spawns are behind Electro and nothing is past it along the coast. So that's something that you can follow, and you will find Electro every single time. So you're going to want to loot probably more than I did in this video, but for the purposes of the video I looted pretty much nothing. I just got a little bit of gear and then continued along the way so I could show you guys the actual path that I took. And so what it is you're going to want to do after you're done looting Electro entirely is continue down this main road. This is going to also have the water on your left shoulder, and you're just going to continue down this road until you come to the next big town, which is Cherno. And there's going to be a clip here in a second that shows you guys another angle of the road and a little bit farther down, so you can kind of get a good understanding of what I'm talking about. But really this is the main road that just leaves the town to the left, and it's pretty simple. Once you get onto this road, you really are going to come across a few more cabins along the way, so if you guys do need more food or water or whatever, then you're definitely going to have plenty of chances to find it coming up. But now, this is the one thing I want you to keep in mind. I want you to keep in mind that the gear that I find in this video isn't necessarily going to match what it is you find. So this is just a path video. It's totally just designed to give you guys a path to follow to find gear, and you have the potential of finding plenty of gear. Okay, so now you're going to be coming down that road that I showed just before this, and you're eventually going to come to this. This is Cherno, and this is the very beginning of Cherno. This is more of the industrial side of it. This is a new addition to the game, and it's really just a bunch of industrial buildings. There's going to be plenty of burlap sacks, rope, crowbars, melee weapons, all the industrial loot that you can find in the game. You're going to be finding a lot of in this beginning section of Cherno. And what you're going to want to do is go through it, loot as much as you want. All the police stations, residential buildings, fire stations, hospital, guard shacks, and things like that are going to be past this industrial section, so you can skip it if you want to. For me personally, that's what I usually do, but if it's something you want to do, then definitely go ahead and loot as much as you want. But once you get to it, you'll see I come across a guard shack. That's something that you're going to come across before you enter the residential area. And then once you do that, you can go through all the residential houses. You'll see how big Cherno is if you don't already know. It's insanely big compared to Electro or even Baronzino, if you're used to that. Now there's really 3 sections. There's the industrial, which is what you're seeing here on screen. There's the residential, which we'll get to in a second. And then there's a third, which is like upper Cherno. It's like a bunch of apartment buildings, really tall, kind of skyscraper looking, and they suck for loot, so I always skip it. But if you guys haven't seen it, it's pretty cool, so if you guys want to go check that out, it's highlighted in the video here in a second. I'll point it out once we get there. But as you can see, here's the guard shack. This marks really the beginning of the residential section, and you can see all the buildings there. And up there on that hill, if you didn't already see, there were all of the apartment buildings. Okay, so I'm going to use this opportunity now when I have it. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Our goal is 100. We're at 70, which is insane. It's gone up a lot recently, and we're trying to push for 100. So if you really would, just subscribe, like the video, comment down below what you guys want to see. If you have any other ideas for, maybe a tutorial, you don't know how to do something in DayZ or another game, then definitely leave that down below so I can make a video and help you guys out. But okay, so you're going to loot all of this, and you're going to have a lot of gear. There's going to be plenty of food, water, backpacks and things like that. And there's really only one more stop on the loot run that I use if I want to get kitted in like 10 minutes. And that's how long it took me to run from Electro through Cherno to Bolota. And now Bolota is an airfield, and it's really the closest military base that you're going to be able to find along the coast from any spawn in the game. And so you're just going to want to exit Cherno again with the water on your left shoulder down the coast. And as you're running, you'll pass by that roundabout back there that'll tell you that you're in the right direction. And then there's this gas station. And then you're just literally just going to continue down this road, and there will be another grouping of houses. And you can kind of skip those and move more to the right. You'll see that coming up in a second. But honestly, this loot run is very spotty with its gear. You'll see at the end I find like an AK without a mag and some military clothes, some ammo, but you know, you may not be so lucky, and you may be plenty more lucky, find a Mosin with like a PU and maybe an AR. I mean, really, it's just up to the game and what it spawns in. But please be cautious going through Electro, Cherno, and Bolota. Those are 3 big places for people to go. So you're going to run into a lot more people there. If you're playing on a server with a high population, I would consider, you know, going through the tree line, being less reckless than I was being, because I was on a server with absolutely nobody on it, just for the purposes of showing you guys the loot run, so I wasn't in need of being cautious. Okay, so as you can see, we're approaching Bolota now from Cherno. You can see that little grouping of houses, and then this little hill that you're going to want to go over, and you're going to see a camo net tent right there, and then to the right a little bit more is another military tent, and you're going to want to go to that military tent and then the camo net first. And, you know, be cautious. Just play like you would play DayZ if you're expecting people. That's really what it comes down to when you're looting. Just be safe. And as you can see, I found a Standig mag, USG, as well as an AK. There's just plenty of gear to be had in these military tents, and they spawn in stuff well, but the thing is if it's looted and the server hasn't restarted, then you're not really going to find much of anything. So don't be completely frustrated with me if you don't find gear after coming through this. This is totally just a really quick and easy loot run for you to take if you want to get gear, you know, quick, and maybe you lost a bunch recently and you don't want to run up to the northwest, but you don't know any other way to get gear. Definitely try this one out. It's quick and easy, like I said. So after you've done looting this camo net tent, you're just going to want to continue down the way you're going again, and you can see in front of me now it's another walled off section of tents. I think there's like 3 or 4 military tents here. There's one officer tent which spawns in more gear and is more safe. You can shut the door behind you. It's like made out of metal, and then you have these other metal, not metal, just normal tents here in front of you. So just go through, loot, and that is pretty much the video. So if you guys did enjoy, like I said before, please leave a like if it helped you out, and subscribe. There's going to be plenty more tutorials, gameplay videos, let's plays, and things coming in the future. As a quick update as well for the channel, I am getting more equipment. I'm getting a camera, tripod, green screen, you know, just a load of different things for me to create content that's higher quality and just completely better all around. I'll be able to do plenty of different kinds of videos, and I have a bunch of things planned. So if you guys are definitely excited for that, leave a thumbs up on the video and comment down below what it is you want me to do once I get all the other gear. If there's any other kind of video type that you want to see, then definitely comment that and let me know, you know, games you want me to play or whatever. I'm down to do plenty of different video types. I'm planning on doing vlogs and a bunch of other things with the channel once we kind of build another group of subscribers and just more people and come together as a community more. Alright, so I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Really do hope you enjoyed the video.